Hey guys, it's Steph here. I'm sitting in my truck right now. I'm with my husband and we're having a funny method to try and get some of my pipe bent for my low tunnels. So the plan is to create some nice heavy duty low tunnels that I can use year after year. These low tunnels are going to be great for my ranunculus corms and my stock, just to give them some extra winter protection, keep them warmer above 28 degrees. So there's my husband. That is the pipe that we're using for my low tunnel. He did not want to build the jig. This is gonna be way quicker, so it's kind of a funny story. We started driving around the neighborhood after we dropped our kids off at school. This is actually where they're building an entirely new police station, and he found these cement, I don't even know what you call them. So now he can just bend them around that. Okay, let's get bending these pipes, but we're trying not to be seen because, I don't know, they might be annoyed over there. Okay, we thought we were gonna get in trouble for a second because this guy was starting to walk over, but he was just helping with the tractor. Oh, good.
Hold this pipe right here, and I'm gonna bend it around the corner.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to put your body into it.
The key to really getting this pipe to bend well is you just gotta get your legs into it. I'm wearing Crocs and my nice pants. I didn't think this one through, so it's making it a little bit harder because I keep slipping. Just hold it right here and push it against where we have a line right here, and then it just bends pretty good. See, look, it starts to bend. If he had made a jig, it probably would have taken us all day, and he said maybe a little bit more perfect, but to me they look about as perfect as we need them.
Project like this is your son's white Crocs that he likes to keep clean.
It's my last step. Oh gosh. Here's the reveal. Look how awesome that is. Just like that in a matter of like 10 seconds. There you go. We got a nice round metal pipe. DIY, here we go. These are actually really expensive to buy like this, pre-molded. So we saved a ton of money doing this and it was actually really easy. Before we start setting up this low tunnel, I just want to show you this beautiful view. I know camera never does justice, but the sun is out and the mountains are gorgeous and the birds. Okay, we are back at the house now. I think we had a little too much fun bending that EMT together. So right here we've got some tarp that we put on last night because the temperatures got a lot colder and I didn't have time to set up this low tunnel. So I'm hoping it kept them warm. These are the ones that have wintered over by, I don't know how, because it got really cold earlier this winter, around 5 degrees, and they're growing and taking off. So we're gonna take off this tarp. Hopefully it kept it warm enough. That's gonna be crossing my fingers because I'm not sure. And then I guess we'll start putting it together. And then I'm also gonna put another one right there. So about 2 weeks ago, I weeded these beds. There are a few bigger weeds right there. I've got to shovel out, but I'm not putting the stock in there yet. That's where all my stock is gonna go. And then right here is where all the ranunculus is gonna go. So I have about 120 corms going right here. Let's lift it and see what those ranunculus look like. They're looking really good. So this week it's gonna be about 10 degrees for the next 10 days. So that's why I really wanted to get this low tunnel up. Okay, I'm gonna run in my house real quick, grab my winter cloth fabric. I'm losing daylight, and then I will show you how I'm gonna set it up. It's fairly easy. There's just a few little things you gotta keep in mind. Here is that N-Sulate. So it is, I wanted to just show you the details a little bit. And this is the Ag 19 cloth that I will replace that winter cloth with in around mid-March when it gets a little bit warmer. So that other cloth is just much thicker and a little bit warmer, but doesn't have as much light transmission as this one. This one's about 85%. So I've got to make sure those ranunculus are getting a lot of sunlight. You don't think there's a big difference? We're going to compare and contrast the difference between these two fabrics. So this one supposedly has a lot more light transmission. So you can already tell, right?
You gotta get to the other edge.
Thinner? It's gotta be a lot thinner.
Single layer of it.
Just rip it open.
All right. Yeah.
All right. One's thicker, one's thinner, basically. Okay, we're pushing them in. It fits perfect. Way to go, hubby. And then we're gonna set the frames up over there, but I'm not actually growing my stock or putting them out until mid-March. I'm gonna put my ranunculus out here in about 2 weeks. So this piece of wood is gonna be, they call it the purline. It's gonna, purlin? Okay, so it's gonna be the support for the cloth, and just to make it a little bit tougher to get through winter with heavy snow, different things like that. I've never gotten an onion out of the garden box in the middle of winter. It's really nice and frozen and super solid. Can you eat them still, or is it ruined? I don't know.
I imagine it's ruined. Probably
is ruined, huh? Here we just got some 2-hole clamps, some screws. We're just gonna
screw it up. Beauty.
The purline's looking good. You could use those hoop rings if you want. They're a little bit cheaper, but they're definitely not as strong. My husband used them in springtime and they just could not withstand the wind and all the other things that come with nature.
Look how sturdy this is.
But this is sturdy, so we're not messing around over here.
That's nice.
I didn't mention, but this one is frost proof down to 5 degrees, so that's really cold. Just setting up the frame for this. As you can see, all the daylight is leaving and then we'll be done for the day. I'm just gonna hold them down with some boards on each side. That's about it. So I was thinking about the snow, and if we get a lot of it, I'm just gonna have to come out here and brush it off because it's not gonna hold up a lot of snow. So that's gonna be kind of annoying, but what we do for our flowers, huh? I'm really worried about it getting too cold at night just because the sun isn't out, so I need to put in some extra heat. I'm just gonna go get some of my gallons of milk filled up with some warm water, put them on each corner. I've got to make my son drink a few more gallons. He's 15, he's pretty good at that. I swear he could go through a gallon a day. So I can get a few more. I only have a couple right now, so I need 4. All right, guys, that is all I've got today. Shout out to my hubby for building me some awesome low tunnels. He's so amazing with these kind of things, very handy. So in about a few weeks, I'm gonna be planting my other ranunculus corms into this low tunnel. It's actually kind of nice to get your low tunnel set up before you actually plant the corms in because it warms up the soil a little bit, thaws it, so it makes it a lot easier. I will definitely keep you updated. I have my other 60 in my greenhouse that I'm going to plant out in March, so we'll do a little bit of comparison and contrast between the two. It's going to be quite a spring show for me around April to May. I've got some larkspur, some snapdragon, some other beautiful spring flowers in these other garden boxes, along with that stock ranunculus. And then behind me, this was the worst project that I did last year. I hated it, but it's going to be worth it. I have like 1,000 tulips over here. It's my meadow spring tulip show with some blue forget-me-nots and some other spring bulbs. So that's really fun. That was terrible because I did it in rain. It was muddy. This soil has never been amended, so it was just full of rocks. So it was really difficult. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day, a good evening, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.